She's outspoken. She's not afraid to ask tough questions. She's not afraid to speak her mind. You've read her column. Maybe you're a fan on Facebook. No topic is off limits. Straight to the point. There's no chaser. You're now watching Straight Talk with Carla Zuill.
Welcome to another edition of Straight Talk, and I'm your host, Carla Zuill. Now, today we have with us Mrs. Patrice Frith Hayward from the Women's Resource Center. Welcome, Patrice. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Carla. It's good to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. Now, the Women's Resource Center, it offers so many services, particularly to women in the community. Mm-hmm. What service do you think that people take the most advantage of?
I would say our counseling service, but before that, let me say that we are often confused with the Center Against Abuse. We don't provide support for women in domestic violence situations, and up until April of this year, we were providing support to women who are victims of sexual assault, but we don't do that anymore either. Anything to do with abuse has been transitioned over to the Center Against Abuse.
Why the split?
Because there was a lot of pressure. There's been a lot of pressure put on us over the years from donors or potential donors and the community, where there has been some confusion. And most people think we are one and the same. So the Center Against Abuse does take up the banner for victims of domestic violence. And we figured, because sexual assault is a form of abuse, we would transition that service over to the Center Against Abuse as well, so that everything will come under one umbrella.
Mm-hmm. So you said counseling.
Right. So we have a counseling program. So we see clients for all issues women except domestic violence mm-hmm. and sexual assault. So if women are going through self-esteem issues, relationship issues, issues with their children, with their families, lack of employment, anything that may be hindering them from realizing their potential, we will see them for.
Mm-hmm. Now, what age category do you specifically cater to? I'm sure you're open to all women, but right. Is there an age, your clientele, that are in a certain demographic?
18 and over. So we will see clients from 18, all ages. We have in the past had clients a little under, maybe 16, but they come with their parent, mm-hmm. particularly a female. Our clients are all women.
But what age group do you see the most concentration of?
I would say between 30 and 55, 60, maybe. That's our core demographic.
So what's going on with our women in the community?
We have gotten to a point where I think women are not really sure of their worth. And what has happened, I believe, is that we as older women, and I have no qualms in saying that I'm 52, I think as older women, we have not really possibly done our part in mentoring mm-hmm. younger women. And so some may say, well, I don't have children, that's not my job. But I don't have children either. But I think by virtue of the fact that we are women, we are females, we are in a position to offer support to women, I think that's what we should be doing. Because they may even live in their homes with their mothers, that doesn't mean their moms know what support they need either. So we have to make sure that we are doing what we have to do, so that we don't say, what is wrong with these young girls? Why are they out on the street acting up? Why are they dressing like they do? Why are they behaving like they do? If they don't know, they don't know. And I believe people don't know what they don't know. Mm-hmm. So we must step in at some point and say, I'm here for you. What do you need from me? How can I help you? We must identify the values that are lacking in our young women and step in and try to fill them.
Now, what does that look like? I know it comes in different forms, but you gave an example through the way that they dress. Mm-hmm. But someone could look at it in the other sense and say, I have tons of self-esteem. This is why I can wear this skimpy skirt or right. open shirt. Right. So how do you know the difference?
It's the residual effect. Just because they're dressing in a certain way, as you say, doesn't mean they're lacking in self-esteem, but they may be looking for attention in other ways. Now, when I was younger, I wore the short shorts, I wore certain things, but I knew how far I could go as far as respecting myself was concerned. And people may say, just because I dress a certain way doesn't mean I'm disrespecting myself. And I think that might be another conversation. But when they are wearing certain outfits or revealing certain body parts, and that goes for older women as well, the question becomes, are they looking for something? Are they lacking something? What attention are they looking for? Mm-hmm. And yes, it's okay to feel good about what we look like, what our bodies look like, and all of that, and to wear clothes that we think that are appropriate. But if we are doing it to get attention, then therein lies the problem.
So is it, with Women's Resource Center, is it referral only, or is it walk-in service?
Both.
Now, what would bring someone to make a referral for someone? Do they have to come through the court system?
No, not necessarily. We do have them come through the court system, but we often have coworkers call us and say, I have a coworker who something is going on with her. She won't say what it is, but she's crying a lot, or she's missing work, or she has alluded to some things, and what can we do to help her? The thing is that we cannot make an appointment based on a phone call from a coworker. We don't then call the potential client and say, your coworker called, what's going on, do you want to see us? The person, she has to call herself to say, I need help.
Now that takes me to what I call peeling back the layers. So many of us have done it and may do it in the future, but we perpetrate a fraud is what I call it. We smile, we say everything's okay, but in the inside, everything is total opposite.
Right.
Why do you think we have to be so stern-faced in this day and time?
I call that the contents don't match the wrapping. You know how you get a Christmas present sometimes and it's all dressed up really nicely and it looks beautiful, and you open it up and it's that sweater or the socks? The contents don't match the wrapping.
Right.
As women, we have been conditioned and trained to act on the outside like everything is fine, because we equate, some of us equate letting our true feelings be known with weakness, instead of recognizing it is a sign of strength for us to let people know I'm not okay. You know, the saying, it's all good. We go through life, many of us saying it's all good, when it's really not all good. But we feel that we have to look after our families, we have to look after our parents, we have to look after fill in the blanks. So if we fall apart, then we failed them. And we don't want to appear that we failed them. So many of us will get up every day, put on the makeup, put on the clothes, dress to the nines, go to work, have these good jobs, and inside we are hurting. We are going through issues, we are going through problems, and we are not telling anyone.
Okay. Now, on that note, we'll be right back with more with Miss Patrice Frith Hayward.
When I first started working at the Women's Resource Center in 2012, we had maybe 2 calls a week with women in dire straits. We now get maybe 2 calls a day.